I always worry when you say this is going to be a quick film.
It is going to be a quick film. I thought you were going to be nice to me today.
Sorry, quick is not in your vocabulary.
Okay. Well, it is going to be a quick one.
And anyway, who told you I was going to be nice to you? Where did you get that from?
You said you were going to be nice to me, didn't you?
Anyway, what you doing?
Well...
Because it looks like you started early today.
Yes. Well, you drive me to it, sweetheart. Enormously. You drive me to it. What I got is some stuff that you picked the other day. You were a good boy the other day because you went for a dog walk. You went for a dog walk, and you picked me some sloes. Now, I'm going to read something out of my book because there's a recipe for sloe gin in my book. And I'm just going to read you this. Purist sloe gin makers might seek me out for a telling off when they read what I'm about to say. However, my method of making sloe gin has served me and my friends terribly well over the years. Most people will tell you that you should only pick sloe berries after the first frost because this makes the skin burst and in turn will give a better colour and flavour to the gin. I would agree with that on the flavour and colour front, but I just can't be bothered to seek out a frost before I pick the sloes, and as you know, we haven't had a frost yet. The other thing they may say is that each and every sloe gin berry must be individually pricked with a darning needle to release the flavour and break the skin. Okay? I've got time for that. Sloe picking, as romantic as it is, or can be on a misty autumn morning, has to fit in with everything else. So I pick them and bung them in the freezer. Jack Frost has been. You see now? Freeze your berries, because when you freeze your berries, as they defrost, the skin splits and releases the flavour and the colour. So two things. A, you don't have to pick them on a frosty morning, and B, you don't have to prick each one individually with a darning needle. So this is my really, really no faff sloe gin recipe. Okay? How about that? So simple. A litre of gin. Don't buy anything poncy. I bought some, I think it was bog standard London Dry gin from a supermarket, and then we had a little bit left of the Gordons that John hasn't drunk to make it up to a litre. Okay? I've got about 6 to 8 tablespoons of caster sugar that we're going to put into it, and a pound of sloes. There's just over a pound here, so I'm just going to measure them out. It's a pound or 450 grams. These are really big, juicy ones, John. These are fat. You like a sloe gin, don't you?
I love a sloe gin.
I like a sloe. Oh, on the nose. I like a sloe gin and tonic. Back in the 80s, when my friend Sean and I used to work in a bar in Oxford, sloe gin and tonic was a terribly trendy drink, and with a squeeze of lime, and he introduced me to it, and I've never looked back. So thank you, Sean. I shall forever be grateful to you, my darling. Right, so frozen berries. So I'm going to put some sugar in here. Now, it might not all fit in this because it displaces, doesn't it? So I might have to transfer it, but at the moment we're starting off this way. So these are kind of a bit more. Yeah, before these to start with.
So how much gin have you got in that
a litre.
jar?
A litre.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't listening.
Were you?
No, I was.
What I have to do, he never listens to me. Every day I say to him how lucky he is, and he never listens to me. Every day.
Sorry, what you said?
Okay, and then we put the frozen berries in. This is how easy it is. Okay, I think we might make this. And then you just wait for them to defrost. We'll give them an hour or so, come back, and I'll show you the next stage. Easy peasy. Right, look, we've left it about an hour now, and they're starting to split. I'm going to show you an example of the skins. Well, anyway, if I just pull that like that, so you can see that the skins are, just bursting now because they've defrosted. Most of them have. So the next stage, there's a little bit of sugar still at the bottom, not dissolved. Don't worry, it's got about 4 months to dissolve, so we'll be fine. And because we tend to have this at Christmas, don't we? I had a little spillage a moment ago because I stuck my hand in there and all the gin came out. Just been clearing it out. Made a bit of mess. Anyway, what you do next is agitate it. Okay, so just shake.
You're good at that, aren't you?
You're So I'm going to agitate it, and so you do this. Just go back to my book because I wrote down how many times you do it. Because set aside for an hour or so. When the berries are defrosted, give the bottle a good shake. The skins will split. No darning needle required, and your sloe gin will eventually be a lovely dark pink with tons of flavour. Agitate the gin every few days to start with, then every week, and then every month. Now, you can actually start drinking this at Christmas time. So what are we now? August? No, where are we? September. So yeah, Christmas would be about fine. But actually, I let mine steep up to 2 years.
Yeah, you reckon that's going to last 2 years?
It's not in this house. But it's a really lovely drink with tonic and lime, or just, you know, with some cheese, just a little shot of it. So all you're going to do is strain all the berries out. Some people have used the berries for other things. I think personally, all they're going to be flavoured with then is just gin, and they've lost all their flavour because that's imparted into the liquid. So I actually just throw mine away, but you can do what you want with it. Some people put them in their Christmas pudding and things like that. I don't. Okay, so agitate it, as I said. You can see it's just starting to take on a bit of colour. Every week, every month, and then we're going to have sloe gin. It's job done. Do you know, it's that easy. You don't need a darning needle, and you don't need Jack Frost. You just need a freezer and a little bit of muscle.